He's usually here by now, though.
I don't want
He got,
Mine's not plugged. Mine's all plugged.
all right, let's rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Holy Heavenly Father, we come before you today, Lord, and we give you thanks for all the wonderful things that you've done for us and our city. We ask, Heavenly Father, for wisdom tonight, as any decisions that we make, we do it for the citizens. Heavenly Father, be with us this coming week, keep us safe, keep our first responders safe. We ask these things in Christ's name.
Amen. Welcome, everybody. Hope everybody got thawed out since we've been gone since January, so let's do a roll call.
Aaron Rowe.
Here.
John Manus.
Here.
James Davis.
Here.
Marcia Parker. Here. Ken Coley. Bill Young.
Here.
Ron Sharon.
We've got a quorum. All righty. Has everybody been able to look over the minutes of January 13th? And if there are no objections or anything, we'd like a motion to approve those minutes as written.
I make a motion to approve the minutes as written.
All right, got a motion and a second. All those in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed by the same. All right, motion carries. Anybody from the public like to talk about anything on the agenda tonight? No? All right. Let's go all the way into unfinished business. Looking at approval of water rate study contract with Mickle Griffin. Mr. Steve.
What we have here is a project that is a continuation of a study that was done in a joint version with Fort Chaffee's Redevelopment Authority. This is the tie-in by the Arkansas government. It is Act 605 of 2021, which requires all retail water providers in the state to have a study done. And in our case, because of the size of our city, we have to have it done by July of 2026. Since we have already had Mickle Griffin doing the work that involved all the analysis of the pipes and every other known need for our city, including a future water tower, I would recommend that we sign this contract and have Mickle Griffin firm do these acts and the work that you'll see in your packet be done, data collection, and the amount that's here. And what we know is there's basically 4 tasks: to gather and review the financial data, which we've got a big chunk of that done; to look at the city's asset management plan, which is how we take care of our water lines and where we go with pumps and the other supporting equipment; analyze the cost and the revenue and the rates, and we do have the documentation of what we've paid for and what we anticipate, and we know what the debt service coverage is because of our bonds. Last is task 4, which is to report, certify, and present the data. If you look there on the second page, it is deliverables, which is the draft rate and everything. This afternoon, Megan and I looked at the financial sheets, which you will see here coming up, and we have them here for the review for the December budget. And you look at that, and you can look at the need for a water sewer rate increase, dirty word, increase, but it's a fact of life. Everything is going up. We have not had a rate increase in several years. And to do this properly now, I explained to Megan what I had used in the previous years. Now it is formally, and you have to have an engineering firm, not in your employ as a person like here, but somebody on the outside looking at ear source with optical vision to what's going on. So that's the reason the contract is here, and the amount, it's like everything in the world, there's no free lunch. The other thing you have to understand about engineering and architect and accounting and auditing contracts, those are based, you don't bid those are negotiated for price. Arkansas statutes plainly says that professional contracts are not to be bid. So that's over with, so we don't need any random suggestions to go out for the low bidder. It doesn't work like that. So my comment is, it's here, and I would recommend that we go ahead and sign it, let these folks get started, because July 1st will be here before we know it.
So you say that we don't have to bid, but we can negotiate.
You can negotiate. It makes no sense to go out for another firm when we already have somebody that's familiar with the system.
The price is right.
Price is right.
It's a fixed rate, right?
Where's that amount at?
Should be first page, $18,737.
Packet are you in?
Yeah.
It's on the third page of.
Third page, sorry, third page, my
The
bad.
actual contract. And that's we're required to do that every 5 years, I believe now.
Yes.
So that's, they're considered split up by 5 years, even though we pay.
5 years.
Does anybody have any questions or anything?
Oh, right here.
Give y'all a little time to read over it.
And the pricing is on page 3 of 6 of the submittal. And if you'll notice, there's a milestone calendar that's in there, and then below that, that's the total fixed price.
If there are no questions or comments or anything, we'd like a motion to approve the water rate study contract with Mickle Griffin.
I'll make a motion to approve the contract.
Got a motion, do we have a second?
I'll second it.
All right, we've got a second.
I guess the only question that I would have would be, I know the water's gotta go up. We're still in control of how much it goes up and when it goes up,
Yes, for now.
for now. When does that change?
According to the Arkansas law, we have to have the rate study by July 1st, and then I believe you have 2 years to follow the rate fully. They want partial rate increase in 1 year, and then you have another year to fully get up to where they say you need to be. That's how the law they created to make water departments not go broke.
Josh's deal is right here, is under the schedule. It says right here, rates must be implemented within 1 year of study completion, 2 years if rates exceed 50%.
That's right.
I don't look for a 50% rate increase.
No.
I don't think anybody in their right mind would. But it's
We
right.
hope not.
Yeah, but it's right there.
Yeah, and the only thing that didn't get brought up is this is for water and sewer rates, right? And so we'll make separate recommendations for water and sewer.
All right, let's do a roll call vote.
Aaron Rowe,
Yes.
John Manus,
Yes.
James Davis,
Yes.
Marcia Parker,
Yes.
Bill Young.
Yes.
Yeses across the board. All right, consideration of ordinance 526 to waive competitive bidding for a building addition for the new fire truck. Steve, you just want to tell us a little bit about that before we read the ordinance?
Yes, what happened was, they had a commitment from someone locally, to provide shelter for the new ladder truck, and they changed their mind, and the problem is that we have the truck on order, and it is within probably, I would say, 40 days at the most of being delivered, and it is down having the graphics in order on it are down there, and it has got, it's out of 30-some odd things that they wanted corrected. I think all but 6 are done. We look for this fire truck to be delivered sometime in March, and I would expect it probably before or at March the 15th. When we went out before, we had the discussion that you all are here, and to add on an eyebrow to the front of the storage over there would have been up $84,000. We saw it and looked at it, looked at the prices, looked at what we had to do, and made a decision after talking to some other folks that the back end of the fire truck can hang out. It's not a load, it's just there. So what we did is, I went and I got with the contractor who had given us the price on the other, and this is the same contractor that did the repair on the, fire station before. I talked to Travis Beshears, and we went over and looked at the truck, and we looked at the layout on the sketches of the truck, and its weight and balance, and we looked at the building. Easiest way to do this and the least cost is to build a bump out on the back, and you will find that there are sketches that are available, and I have them for how they can, we can go out the back at a roughly 10 foot by 16 foot, and it is the least work on the station. It leaves the doors and the heat system intact that's there. We have to do some electrical moving, and we can frame up a lean-to at the back. Concrete will be set in there, and it'll have concrete floor slab just like the other. In order to do this and do it in a timely manner, because if you've hunted metal buildings or anything, you gotta have everything together. I got with Matt, and we've looked at everything that we've done, and in the past, we've had emergencies, and one of them was a fire truck years ago. So this is what you have to do. You have to do it by ordinance to waiver the competitive bidding. This is a unique situation, and that's the only way you can do it, because we got a truck coming. Can't leave the truck hanging out in the middle of the Arkansas skies going into the spring and whatever. Ordinance 526, an ordinance pursuant to.
Before you start, can I get a motion to place it on its first reading?
Do we need to discuss it first, maybe?
Yeah. You want
Let's
to
do it.
discuss it a little bit first before we do that? Okay. Any questions for Steve?
My biggest concern is, we knew this truck was coming. Why are we now got our hands tied behind our back in order to get this,
Getting it done,
getting it done?
yeah. And we've known it's coming for months.
Well, we had a delay with the, originally, we were looking at that eyebrow in the front. And Bashir's, with the weather and everything, Bashir's had a delay getting out here.
Well, I got you, but, I
doing
mean,
their part to
well, I
get
got
this
you, but, I mean, look here, Tommy. We've been looking at this thing for a while. I mean, you know, ain't no need putting it off on Bashir's and all that. I mean, we've known that we're getting this fire truck, and we need the facilities, ready when it got here. Now we're backed up against the wall.
It was gonna be parked at the church, which they now said they don't want us to do that. So that was, we were gonna park it there Tony had explained, and then now they decided that doesn't work for their facilities, so I think that is why now we have to find something that we can do ourselves just to.
What had been committed to us did not get committed, plainly. How long is it? How long is what?
How long's fire truck? Total length of ladder truck?
42, something like that. 44.
Yeah, somewhere between 42 and 44.
So is the back of this fire truck going to be fully enclosed?
Yeah, here. There's the,
They're adding on to the back of that building
the
over
back,
there.
yeah.
Well, when you said lean-to, I'm thinking,
No,
okay, it's
no,
gonna
no.
be a lean-to with just.
No, it'll be
cover.
enclosed, I mean, but still, that's,
And that building over there has already got heat, so it'll be in a heated environment.
Sixteen feet wide, gonna give you enough, guys enough.
Yeah, the truck's about 9 feet wide,
But you got, you have
and
to make.
they don't need to walk around behind you.
Let me explain a couple of things, that this is not the only one. There's one that's on the internet right now in Medina, New York. They have a brick fire station, much like the one on 18th and Rogers. They can't get the truck that they bought in it. The ladder truck will not fit because you can't cut the brick. We got metal. That's one of the things we run into.
I'm done.
An ordinance number 526.
Yeah, we still
still gotta
gotta,
put it on the deal.
yeah, can we get a motion to place it on its first reading?
I'll make the motion.
Got a motion, got a second. All those in favor by saying aye. All opposed by the same. All right. Matt, would you do the honors of reading the ordinance?
This is ordinance number 526, an ordinance pursuant to ACA section 1448-129, waiving the competitive bidding process for the construction of a building to house and protect the city of Barling's newly purchased ladder truck for the city of Barling Fire Department. Whereas the city of Barling has very recently purchased a ladder truck for the Barling Fire Department, and whereas at present there is no available structure within which to house and protect a vehicle of such size, and whereas said vehicle represents a significant financial investment on behalf of the city of multiple millions of dollars, and a building is necessary to house and protect said investment, and whereas delivery of said investment is imminent, and whereas there is insufficient time to construct a building of sufficient size and dimensions to house and protect said investment by going through the traditional competitive bidding process of ACA section 1448-129A, such that an exceptional circumstance exists pursuant to ACA 1448-129B presently exists. Now therefore be it ordained and enacted by the Board of Directors of the City of Barling, Arkansas, that Section 1, a quote-unquote exceptional circumstance is hereby declared to exist based on the foregoing recitation supra, such that pursuant to ACA Section 1448-129B, the requirements of competitive bidding are not feasible and therefore waived, and the city administrator for the city of Barling is hereby authorized to contract with such provider/contractor as they see fit to construct a building of the size and capacity to house and protect the city's new ladder truck for the Barling Fire Department. Section 2, the enactment of this ordinance would ensure the protection of the health, safety, and welfare of the citizens of the city of Barling, such that an emergency is hereby declared to exist, and this ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage, passed and approved this 10th day of February 2026, approved by Greg Murray, Mayor, and attested to by Florine Brown, the city clerk.
All right, any more discussion?
As long as it's gonna suit the purpose. Good.
Can I get a motion to suspend the rules requiring that it be read in 3 separate occasions?
Move that we approve the, not having to read it 3 times.
seconded. All those in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed by the same. All right. And how about a motion to approve ordinance number 526?
I move that we approve ordinance 526 as written.
Second.
Motion and a second. Roll call vote, please.
Aaron Rowe. John Manus.
Yes.
James Davis. Marcia Parker.
Yes.
Bill Young.
Yes.
Can we have a vote to adopt the emergency clause? Or motion, yeah, sorry.
Move that we adopt the emergency clause.
Got a motion, do I have a
Second.
second? Second. All those in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, all opposed by the same. 526 is passed. All right, moving right along. New business, consideration of payment to Brashears Construction for repairs to the fire station.
We've already been paid by the insurance folks, and this is the consideration. This is the fire station that got zapped by the truck. And if you look, you'll find sets of documents that go with that in your packet, about 8 sheets down. There is the purchase order from general fund and its repair, based on the insurance claim. We are done. It is fixed.
What happened?
Happened last year, one of our vehicles hit the building. We had spoke to you all about it before. This is, we've already received the money, so it's a wash, but still, as our ordinance says right now, over $10,000, we still have to have it approved even because it touched our bank account. So, actually, Brashears came in lower than, they met the specs of the appraiser, but they actually did the job for $4,000 less than what insurance paid us for, so we actually came ahead a little bit on this one, even though I do not recommend let's do that anymore, but we did come out okay on this claim, so we just need to approve the purchase so we can pay them for their work. Unless you want real details on who and what hit our vehicle. Or hit our building.
Why they call them accidents.
Yep.
It is, it happens. And that's why we have very good insurance.
All right. Can we get a motion to approve the payment to Brashears Construction for the repairs of the fire station?
I'll make that motion.
Got a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
Got a second. Roll call vote.
Aaron Rowe. John Manus.
Yes.
James Davis. Marcia Parker.
Yes.
Bill Young.
Yes.
All righty. Approval of waiver request for existing right-of-way of the building at the location of the former Bob and Wanda's Restaurant. Steve?
We have looked at this, and the folks over there have agreed to waiver, leaves the buildings as they are. They will not be doing any business out, any building out beyond the present building outlines. Okay? The actual building to building from 25 years ago or 30 years ago is 50 feet. If you had to tear it down, start all over, you'd have to move the building back about 15 feet.
From the
Plus-
highway?
Huh?
From the highway?
No.
Side street?
From the street.
Okay.
Okay. So what we talked to them about after this, everything's gone. Matt and I and their attorney and the builders and the owners have agreed that if they do this, kill the parking spaces that create the blind spot over there coming out, use the outline of the building as it is. And they said, they have told us they will restore it to code in accordance with what the standards are. Matt heard it, I've heard it, Joe's heard it, then we'll go with it.
So the issue is just blocking the traffic view. Right.
Well, the two parking spaces out there on the
Right.
corner, we're gonna get somebody killed sooner or later.
Yeah, I understand it. So they're not gonna be able to park there no more, right?
They won't be able to park there
Is there gonna be a timeline on this?
whenever they come in with their plans.
There was, they bought it, we got people that bought it, and while we were going through the structural issues with the building, we all met out there because it's got some rot, to some metal I-beams that are in there. So while we were looking at all that, like the day before, it had come to our attention that from the get-go, that building and Taylor's building are too close to the middle of Third Street. Those buildings have been there forever. They've operated like that. The only reason this is an issue at all, it's not an issue for Ty's place because Ty is still operating. Bob and Wanda's closed down. It was grandfathered in. When it stopped operating for 6 months, the grandfather protection left it. Well, Steve said, well, we got this issue now. That is technically from the middle of Third Street over. It's right up to the drive-through window. And so the people that bought it said, well, before we go in and renovate this whole thing and then open it up as a restaurant, we don't want to sink all this money into it only to find out that it's too close to the right-of-way and we can't open it. So we'll make you a deal. We do want to open this as a restaurant again, but we don't want to invest that money unless and until you tell us that it's, the fact that the building's too close to the middle of Third Street is okay. And of course, it's operated like that for decades upon decades. So I talked to Steve and I said, I don't see any reason that we can't waive that, you know, so that, because it's been operated that way for decades and decades. When we do this tonight, I'm going to report to them that the board hopefully granted the waiver, understanding that Ty's building and Bob and Wanda's are both technically now, over the years, too close to the middle of Third. Of course, that's all of a block long. It's not like there's a lot of traffic in there. And then therefore, they will begin their renovation process because they'll be satisfied that they're not gonna invest all this money into it only to find out they can't open it.
Get that.
So, we're kind of putting the horse before the cart. And I'll call them tomorrow and hopefully say, hey, the board has granted the waiver, you guys are good to go, and they'll go in there and start remodeling.
Restaurants.
Restaurant type.
What kind of restaurant is it gonna be?
I don't know what type, I don't know what brand of food.
The type that collects tax revenue.
You need someplace to eat breakfast.
Yeah, breakfast.
Good point.
Yep.
That's not named Casey's.
The donut shop's getting closer, by the way. Really close. All right. Any more questions or anything? If not, we'd like a motion to approve the waiver request for the right-of-way of Bob and Wanda's.
I'll make the motion to approve the waiver.
Got the motion and a second. Roll call vote.
Aaron Rowe,
Yes.
John Manus,
Yes.
James Davis, Marcia Parker.
Yes.
Bill Young.
Yes.
All right, they got the waiver. All right, consideration of the 2025 final budget adjustments and resolution 26-02, providing for the approval of the final budget adjustments. You're up to bat, Miss Megan.
Thank you. I have the final quarter budget adjustments for things that are already spent, which is very silly. This is the smallest fourth quarter adjustments I've ever had. We really didn't change much this quarter. As far as additional funds, we didn't make any additional fund requests at all, except for in the court fund. There's a new law passed that the judge's salary, we only pay a portion of that now, but we pay annually, so we had already paid it. They're gonna reimburse us. They've been supposed to reimburse us since July, but they're still working on it. We just talked to them again yesterday, so that $2,400, I was hoping it would happen in this year, but it didn't, so we pay for it, but they say we'll have our check in the next week or so now. And then everything else is just in one line item and out the other, except for street improvements, the storm water drainage. We had that set up to come out of street fund, and I moved it to street improvements where it should be.
I have a question.
Yes,
Where are we at our year end, 2025, compared to 2024?
Good or bad?
we're actually doing very well. The last meeting, I think next meeting in February is when we have our annual, like, comparative official presentation, but I do have our revenues over expenditures for this year, where we are as of December 31st. General fund, without capital, we were in the positive by 509,000. I just wrote this on the back, but I can show you that. Street fund is in the positive 24,500. Water, 10,400, and sanitation in the positive 7,600. I did just get notification yesterday that cards is going up again. Like
They're
they have the right to do
They're
every.
rebranding too.
They didn't tell me that, but we are gonna have to increase our sanitation rates as well. That one, there's not much study to it. It's just their percentage that goes up, ours does. I will say, I definitely think we made the correct decision with no capital, and I'm hoping, the fact that we were able to stay so far in the positive last year was still 1 quarter without sales tax. That's a good thing, but no capital this year is definitely going
We're in the
to
black
help that.
all last year compared to what we started with.
Yes, as long as you don't consider capital, but we did with Tommy's fire truck, we did, but that's being paid back, but we did go in the negative by 280,000 for that, actually. We paid for most of that without going into the red, but, also the one you all approved for the extension or the fire the back thing we're building, that's gonna come out of fire capital, it's not gonna come out of general fund, so that's gonna come out of his fire savings fund as well, so I need to clarify that to you.
As a city whole,
Mm-hmm,
We're good.
yes, I mean.
we're in line with where we should be.
Yes, we are, and we're definitely gonna be we held it together last year with that quarter less, but I'm very positive about where we're gonna be this year. It's already on to a good trend with spending no capital. I think we're gonna have very good numbers this year, so.
Don't y'all get any ideas of buying any water slides or anything like that?
No, I know I'm saying, we're doing good, don't spend it, okay?
I bet you we could get them for pennies on the dollar right now.
The fact that we don't buy water slides is why we're doing very well. So, we're not gonna be doing that.
All righty. Resolution number 26-02, a resolution amending the fiscal year 2025 budget and making adjustments thereto. Whereas the city of Barling has herefore to set a budget for the fiscal year 2025, and whereas the board of directors of the city of Barling, Arkansas finds and determines the need to make adjustments of funds within said budget, and whereas it is in the best interest of the citizens of the city of Barling that these adjustments be made. Now therefore be it resolved by the board of directors of the city of Barling, Arkansas as follows. Section 1, budget approval. The final budget for fiscal year 2025 of the city of Barling budget is hereby approved in accordance to the attached. Section 2, effective date. This resolution shall become effective immediately upon its passage, passed and adopted by the city of Barling Board of Directors this 10th day of February 2026. Greg Murray, Mayor. Florine Brown, City Clerk.
Did yours say 25 or 24?
They, in your packets, it does
It'll
say
be-
24, but we are going to correct that. It'll say 25 before I sign it. So if there are any questions, comments, let it be known now. If not, we'd like a motion to approve resolution number 26-02.
I move that we approve resolution number 2602 with the amendment of the line that says 2024.
Got a motion? Do we have a second?
Second.
Second. All righty, let's do it the easy way. All those in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed by the same. All right. And you want to do financial report?
Yep.
Go
that's
right
why I
ahead.
stayed.
Easy.
It'll be short and sweet, considering I just went into part of that with the end of the year. Revenues, our county sales tax just barely made it, a little more, 12,000 more than we predicted. City sales tax, of course, is down. Property tax is a little higher. Building permits are good. The rebates, I was hoping that would come in. That's a thing we do in the water department where if we, or in all departments, but if we spend over $2,500, we get a tax rebate, and we filed for those. So we have another 5,000 coming, but like this, the other thing I said, the state of Arkansas is very behind. So I thought we would have that by now, but I guess we're still waiting on that last check, so. General fund expenditures, nothing to be worried with. Everybody's right where they should be. The building department, if yours says it's over, I corrected that and did not print it. That's not correct. So the building department is only at 84%, but I don't know if I printed you all the right copy or not, but it's not over the budget. That was to adjust for the vehicle repair of Joe. And the public works department, everything is right where it should be. Revenues are a little higher than we guesstimated. Expenditures are lower than we guesstimated, so that's how we like it.
Question.
Yeah.
About our property tax over
Yes.
Heritage.
Yes, I am still speaking with the assessor about that. I spoke with the attorneys from the state. I'm gonna have to, I guess, get with Matt and I guess speak higher up with the attorneys from the state. The assessor said that he's willing to question anything we are wanting to question, but basically he wants us to do all the work on it. So find out all of the, yeah. He said he'll back us up on anything we want to question, but back up being the key word. I've been working on
As
this.
long as we
I've
got
been
the
working on this
money
for
to
months
fight,
and months.
he's willing to back us up.
Charges and bayonet.
I've worked a long time on it, and I talked to him, and he was very cooperative and said he agrees it does not seem right, but all he can lend me is backing me up on it, not any help in researching and figuring out how to prove it, so.
Now, what is your opinion on that?
I mean, I think we're good.
What do you mean we're good? What does that mean?
With regard to the audit,
No, us not receiving property taxes on certain
Assessor.
properties out at, around the college.
I mean, I'd have to look into it.
Craziness.
I mean, I don't have enough information on that right now to give you.
Okay.
Well, I
an
spoke with you
opinion.
before about it, but you said, well, we collect sales tax, which some of those we do, but we're not collecting property taxes, so that's,
Roundabout number possibly of taxes we aren't collecting from out there? Give me a low ball.
I don't have any way of knowing. I mean, if
Okay.
if all the properties I'm checking on came out to be that they owed, would probably be in the 40 to 50,000 area a year, probably. But I don't know that all of those are gonna turn out to be owed, so. Any other questions?
On the increase for cards, is that gonna be their normal like they did the last time? the
Once a
max?
year, yeah. It's 4 or 5%. I think it's 5, but
I think they've been doing 5 ever since we
that's
get.
the max they can do in their
Yeah.
contract. And so, yeah,
They've
that's,
maxed it the last.
yeah. Yeah, so I believe we'll have to go up on that. Fairly soon, in the next meeting or two, I'll probably go up on that, because we don't keep much cushion in the sanitation fund. It's pretty much what comes in goes out, so it's an easy one, though, so we'll be updating that soon.
Any questions for Miss Megan? Going once, going twice. Thank you, Miss Megan. Awesome job. Steve, it's all your city administrator report.
Okay, first things first, I told John earlier, talked to him, we were talking to the side, the paving contracts for this first go in March from the state aid, we are not in it. There's only 2 projects in this District 4 that are going, and they're not here. One of them is an inlay project, much like they did on Highway 45-253. And I don't know which highway it's gonna be, and then there's another one which is magic markers to keep people from running off the road. And we're still have there for, it looks like we'll go in the second go, they had, about 34 projects in the first bid section. The other thing that I have worked on, floodplain plan has been renewed to the state, we've sent them that. I have started work on the sidewalk for the north side of 22 Highway. And there is about 3,000 linear feet of sidewalk. It will start at Strozier Lane and go west down the highway, tie in down below where Fort Smith was coming up the hill. It's gonna be put in for a grant, and you have to wait cycle it goes through, but it's all like that before. 3,000 feet now, and it's not gonna happen tomorrow, so everybody needs to understand that. It won't happen, may not happen next year. The other thing is, one of the reasons it was put off going down the hill and on down to tie in, is they're gonna do construction, and they're in the middle of doing construction up on the west side of Strozier Lane, and it's pointless to put down good concrete that's gonna get run over construction vehicle. This doesn't work. The other thing I will tell you, and I'll finish, it's not anything great, but Dollar General down here had the delivery of shelving day before yesterday. They are supposed to be pouring, according to the locates, pouring their parking lot, front drive this week. And their goal has been said, I think they told Joe, is in March.
End of March, yes.
Good deal, into March. Any questions for Mr. Steve?
I talked to them about that, and they're talking about enlarging the storage complex.
That's what I heard, they're gonna enlarge storage.
So the whole thing
Yeah.
would be that.
All climate
That
control.
makes sense, that makes the most.
They own the whole building, don't they?
Yes, whole thing. Nice question.
Yeah.
What are they doing next door?
What are they doing next door?
Oh, next door, there is a major equipment rental firm, kinda like AAA, you rent it, was for the small stuff, but this is a big outfit, and they've stripped it out inside in the building. They are coming up on, having the whole thing in a wrought iron fence across the front and compound, and then a fence down behind. They talked to me briefly about demolishing the original house and building a ramp and parking lot, fenced controlled area where they can put whatever they have, and I presume it'll be things like, front end loaders and skid steers.
You talking about the house right here?
Yeah.
At the back of that butts up against the subdivision, doesn't it?
No.
Back behind your old place?
that's a Ben's property.
Yeah, right down there
Yeah.
at the corner there.
That's all commercial, isn't it? Yeah, it's all commercial.
Commercial down to the fence down there where the trailer was at, right?
That's where they're headed in it.
Anything? I think that was it.
Is that all of them?
I think
All
that's
of
it.
Okay.
Any other questions for Mr. Steve? No? Anybody have any announcements?
The official announcement will be out tomorrow. I believe the Easter event is going to be April 11th. That's actually the weekend after Easter for the first time ever, but the way the schedule lands this year, with spring break, I don't think it's a good idea to do it while everybody's out of town. So we're gonna do it on April 11th.
So Easter event, April 11th. All right, April 11th for their Easter egg hunt and all that. And I'm gonna send a letter to, the Lavaca mayor. And, I wanna recognize Miss Jennifer Jo Care, because there's not very many nice people in the world who will call you on Facebook and say, hey, have you lost your debit card? So, long story short, my son decided he was gonna go take my debit card down to the store, and, well, he made it back, but the debit card didn't, and Miss Care, texted me and said, hey, I got your debit card, she returned it and everything. There's not too many people who will do that, and I just wanted to recognize her from the city of Lavaca and appreciate everything that she's done, just being a great citizen for doing that. And I'm gonna talk to you.
Buy her lunch, Mayor?
You know what, we
You
ought
need to.
I think I will. Yeah.
You need to.
We'll come over to Bruce Terry, and we'll have a chili dog or something. Or I'll probably buy her Steffi's Pizza in Lavaca, so
There
she
you
don't have
go.
to drive.
There
There
you
we
go.
go.
Keep it in the city.
Yeah. Maybe I can get you to buy her a dinner or something over
I
there.
will.
Yeah. But anyway, I wanna thank her for doing that. It's a great deal. Has anybody got anything from the public like to say? If not, I don't know how we're gonna adjourn this meeting, cause Mr. Ron, best wishes for him on getting better. But who we gonna nominate to adjourn us today?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I got a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
Second.
Got a second. Folks, we are adjourned. Have a great day.
It's just like this.
I got him on speed dial.
That would be.